you fine, oh. Benna baby, see as you fresh, yo. Now only monkey go say you no fine, Benna. Fire baby, buru biale. Krikata mama, dance for mommy and dada. Don't be shy to show brother. What in your waist feel can cause you. Oh krikata mama, if you put one mama, onye zabe no walugu, wanta na wakala bishi. Biale, biale, unu biale, wanke buomo. Oya shake you mama, oya rock mama, oya walk mama, wanke buomo.
Mtoto kaulilia, ameutaka, emwacha tasimulia, ukimkata atashika kushoto kulia, atashika kushoto kulia, shika vyote kushoto kulia, shika kushoto kulia, shika kikata mama, I dance for mommy and daddy. Don't be shy to show brother. What you want, you can cause you. I think that mama, I dance for mama and papa. Na kama kilinga chana nae, tapata mwingine baadaye. Biale, 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 wanke mama. Oya shake mama, oya rock mama, oya rock mama, wanke mama.
Hey peoples, and welcome to this week's The Magazine Show. I'm your girl Cindy Temi, and as always we have a wonderful show for you today. We have 3 wonderful guests. We have the Queen of Afro House, Niniola, will be joining us during the magazine show today, giving us, just we're catching up. She released her latest EP, and the new video for Ride dropped as well. So we're definitely looking forward to that interview. So make sure you guys stay tuned in. We also have Lipsy Baby in the house, who will be giving us details about his latest project and up and coming music videos. And we have Joshua Adore coming in as well, all the way from Nigeria. So we always promise to deliver when it comes to the magazine show. Thank you so much for tuning in. Obviously, that was Flavor Burner Reloaded, and that was featuring Fally. Let me not even try and mispronounce the surname, and Diamond Platinum. And obviously, Congo celebrated their Independence Day earlier this week as well. before I do continue with the show, I would just like to extend from the magazine show our deepest condolences. As you guys know, Femi BenTv, the magazine show is his part of production. He runs the show and everything. But as you guys know, he's not been with us for a while. Unfortunately, earlier this week, he did lose his father. So we're sending out all our love and condolences to the family of Pastor Babatunde Oluseyi Amusan, aged just 77 years old. So our thoughts, our prayers are with you, Femi, and the family as well. Love from the magazine show. Guys, and also in the news earlier this week, it seems to have been quite a very, very sad week as well. As you guys also may know, Habib Uthman, aka Obama, DMW, founder and CEO of Obama Music Worldwide, and record label and friend of music star Davido, also passed this week. It's very unclear as to the circumstances of his death. However, a number of stars have been paying their tributes across social media to a guy who was very much loved. Once again, our love and condolences from the magazine show. In more positive news, this week, we do have Tracy Selassie has dropped a new video for somebody. Now, guys, if you have been following Tracy's journey, you know that she has been working very, very hard over the last year. She dropped an EP and a few singles on there as well. And she has now given us the visuals for somebody. And you know what? On the magazine show, it's only right that we do drop it. Before I do so, if you haven't already clicked the subscribe button on YouTube where you may be watching from, I do please, I beg you, follow us and you subscribe and you like the video if you do like what you see, if you like the music videos that we're going to be playing to you, and if you yourself are an artist or somebody in the industry that would like to come onto the show, whether you have something that you would like to showcase and platform, you are more than welcome to do so. We are, you can obviously email us or you can find us across our social media platforms. We are on Instagram at The Magazine Show. We are also on Twitter. However, I'll probably go for Instagram if I was you, at T Magazine Show. And then you can find me at Cindy Temi on Instagram, at Taste with Temi if you're a foodie, and at MZ Hair if you're into hair. But yeah, definitely drop us a DM. You can send an email as well. Once again, Instagram at The Magazine Show. And we're always looking for up-and-coming artists, established artists, and just to feature on the show. We love to see it. We love to support as well. And also, if you do have any events as well that you would like to be showcasing, do let us know. So we also have, just to make you guys aware, tomorrow, Sunday the 4th of July at 5 p.m, the Aman Webinar 1.0 will be taking place. So the Aman is the Artist Managers Association in Nigeria. Grandpa Mabin is the founder of that. So they'll be having their seminar tomorrow, streamed live from their YouTube channel. So that's the Aman Official TV YouTube page. So you can check out the details there, and also you can find further information on www.amanofficial.com. So it's a conference, I guess, for gives you about what Aman is going to be about, and it's really, especially if you are a creative or somebody in the industry, the music industry, that is looking for some insights. You'll have some members of the Mavin family as well dropping their insights, obviously with Grandpa Mavin being the founder. So yeah, definitely check it out. But you can obviously find out more details across our Instagram page as well. We'll be sharing that. Guys, as promised, I am giving you the new video from Tracy Selassie. This is Somebody, and we'll be right back with our first guest.
See my name, oh, yeah. Ooh, I have a confession. No be easy to mention, but the way I feel this connection, be like you got my attention. Boy, you're looking so fine. Now either make or they great. You got something I can't deny, a feeling I cannot explain. I'm loving somebody. Somebody, I'm in love with somebody. Don't be easy to say, oh. The pressure they bust up my brain, oh. I'm in love with somebody. Hey, yeah. As I make up, not so me sure say me come. Boy, I'm feeling your vibe. If I talk, you go think say I lie. That's right. As I make up, not so me sure heart they kick like Balotelli. Boy, I'm not playing games. If you think I'm a player, I ain't no Abedi Pele. If you make our matter your matter, Charlie, then it be your own matter. Go tell your mama and papa, so make them bless us with holy water. If you make our matter your matter, Charlie, then it be your own matter. Go tell your mama and papa, so make them bless us with holy water. Hey. Boy, you looking so fine. Now either make her the grace. You got something I can't deny, a feeling I cannot explain. I'm in love with somebody. Ooh, yeah, I'm in love with somebody. I'm in love with somebody. Don't be easy to say, oh. The pressure they bust up my brain, oh. I'm in love with somebody.
I'm watching inside.
Now so me sure say me can. Boy, I'm feeling your vibe. If I talk, you go think say I lie. That's right. I say me can. Now so me sure say me can. Boy, I'm feeling your vibe. If I talk, you go think say I lie. That's right. When you're my when you're my when you're my when you're my that's right. When you're my when you're my when you're my that's right.
Redemption's mix.
Yes, Tracy. Come through with the latest music video. We love to see it. Shout out to Tracy for all the hard work, obviously, she's been putting in over the last year as well. And you can see from the video, she did not come to play. That was Tracy Selassie somebody. Guys, as earlier mentioned, we are sending our condolences to the family of Femi Amuson, who lost his father earlier this week. From the magazine show, once again, we want to send our love, our prayers. As you can see there on the flyer, the glorious transition of an icon, Pastor Babatunde Oluseyi Amusan, aged just 77 years old. May he rest in eternal peace. And also, guys, in terms of events happening tomorrow, if you are going to be online, the Aman Festival will be, the webinar, sorry, will be taking place online on their official Instagram page. As you can see here, it says all about Nigerian music and culture. So we've got the Amman president, Maven Grandpa, will be there heading up the event. And you've also got Tega from the Maven family as well, and a number of prestige guests on the panel. You can stream live from their official YouTube page, the Amman official TV page. So make sure you guys check it out. So continuing with our wonderful magazine show, we did catch up with a couple of guests earlier this week. So one of them is our very first guest, Lipsy Baby, and here's a pre-record that we did during the week. So we've been catching up with him and we're speaking about his musical journey to date. Hey people, we are going to continue with our next guest in the magazine show studios today. I'd like to welcome into the house Lipsy Baby. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you very much. I'm good. Pleased to be here. This is a pleasure for me. Thank you.
Oh, thank you very, very much. We are celebrating, obviously, the release or your latest release and your debut EP, Story to Glory. Before we get into it, I'm going to get into your life as a musician and in terms of just your general journey, to be honest, in the UK Afrobeats scene. Of Nigerian heritage, obviously I'm judging by the cover of the EP. Am I correct in saying that?
Yeah, you're very correct. African first and then Nigeria second.
Africa first and then Nigeria second. And then the UK third, or?
The UK is more like a second home, you know.
Okay, yeah.
But, you know, we've got to rep with the Africa first, number one.
Okay, fine. I hear that. Previous singles of yours include Yeah 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 and Bedu. Bedu giving me party vibes, and obviously the brand new EP is a 7-track EP comprising of a number of other tracks as well that you kind of put together. Was this kind of produced during the last year or within 2021?
Yeah, it was done during, all of it was during the COVID times. Yeah, that's the funny part. I was working on a lot of projects and I thought to myself, you know, after a few releases, and I thought, why don't we just do a body of work that people are going to enjoy, get different vibes from it? And that's how came the Story to Glory EP. And we had some delays, but it came out this year. It was meant to be December 2020, but that didn't happen. So, but yeah, I'm pleased. Everybody's loving it. Everybody's appreciating it. That's what you want for every artist is in the music industry.
It's been said that obviously each single on the EP itself tells its own story and its own narrative. And obviously one of the questions I'm going to ask you is kind of what your story to glory is. But in doing so, we look at the 7 tracks. So you've got Africa, Ada, Cloud9, Melanin, Bedu, Hey Mama, and Soke. In terms of like, if we start with your story to glory, and then I'll go into kind of what each track spells out for us. What would you say your story to glory has been?
So my story is a long one. If I say all of it, I'm pretty sure we're gonna be here all day. I've had opportunities in the music industry like 10 years ago, but I didn't really take those opportunities. So that was part of my story, the things I saw, I witnessed, and my journey all through the 10 years and different things I've been through, the struggles, and even with the COVID as well, some family issues, all of that back home. So those my personal experience in life and everything I've been through is what I compiled in those songs to make my story. And the reason it's called Story to Glory is because all of that story is taking me to my glory. And that's why it's titled that way. So it was a journey for me. And this is the first part of that journey.
Okay, I hear that. So with the first, is there any particular reason then you didn't take those opportunities?
The reason was simply because I felt I was like, this was about 10, 11 years ago. I felt like I was too young at that time. When you've got something, people are going to throw certain things in your face, but it just depends how you manage it and how well you incorporate it into yourself. I just felt like at that time, anybody could literally, because I was hungry, I needed it that badly. Anybody could tell me, go left, and I'm gonna go left. Go right, and I'm gonna go left. I'm not gonna think about, is it good for me? Is it gonna be beneficial to me? So I just felt like I wasn't in that position to take all of that, because it can be a bit much. I'm pretty sure the music industry is crazy.
It's crazy,
and you can go ways that is good for the moment, but then again, 12 months, 24 months, 3 years down the line, it might not be what you want for yourself, and that could just ruin your career. So that was, the major factor with that. And I also had to travel to the UK as well.
Is there, and then what would you have said kind of you experienced now that you kind of knew that now was the right time for you to get into it?
So obviously I went back into the music during the COVID period. As soon as COVID hit, the first month actually. Yeah. The first month. So when I was starting it, I made the decision to say, okay, do you know what? I'm going to take this full time. I looked at the kind of music I was doing, and I've seen a lot of personal growth in myself personally. And I know I'm matured. I've had enough life experience to kind of like allow me to know who I am as a person and what I want for myself. And when I put all of that into perspective and fixing it with my direction of my music, I know this is what I love, this is what I want to do, not a vision somebody fashions for me or creates for me, but a vision I fashion by myself. And anybody that's coming to me knows my vision and then follows my vision in, uplifting my vision and just expanding it. Okay. So yeah, that was the major factor.
Okay, and then that was the time. Okay. If we get into the tracks on the EP, so we start with Africa, Shakara. I know. Okay, actually, no. For you, or what are you saying, Africa, Shakara? Because when I hear the term Shakara, sometimes it's always along the lines of your Shakara is too much. Just a little bit of like Wahala and whatnot. But is that essentially what you're saying on this track?
Yeah, it's similar to that same direction, because we Africans, we like to carry ourselves. It's not in a bad way, but exalt yourself. Do you get what I'm saying? You need to uplift yourself, and it's good to do shakara sometimes. As I say, shakara loji, shake your body. You understand? Okay. You get what I mean? So for me, I titled it Africa because it speaks about Africa. It speaks about my life. It speaks about, I don't know if you know the slang, isn't there? It speaks about my parents. It speaks about, you know, exalting our African women and, you know, celebrating them, letting them know they are loved and they are idolized. So for me, it carries, and our African women, they need to do shakara as well. We like to do shakara, but let them know that shakara is not bad. Carry on, keep doing it. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
Well, so that was sort of like the meaning for that, and it's a song that's very close to heart for me. That's why it's the #1 song on the EP.
Okay. And then that's the is are we likely to see a video for that?
Yes, very much so. Yes, please. Yes, please. I'm looking forward to that myself. It's a work in progress, but you're definitely gonna get a video for Africa, without a doubt.
Oh, nice. And is that something you'd like to film in Africa, or is it going to be filmed in the UK?
I would love to do it in Africa, but as you know, I'm an independent. It's going to cost a lot of money to do that, flying over. And right now, flights are expensive.
Yep.
So if we're putting that into, you know, into the mix of the cost and everything else, I would ideally love to do it in Africa. I can't lie. A lot of people said to do it in Africa, but
what part of Africa?
I would love to do it in probably like Nigeria and Ghana if I can shoot it in somewhere else, because I don't want to, one thing I don't want to do, I don't just want to capture Nigeria, because I know, because I'm from Nigeria, I would love to capture other places in Nigeria, maybe from Kenya, you know, Zimbabwe, places like that. You could get clips and all of that. So I want to portray Africa in the video, not just Nigeria, because Nigeria alone is not Africa.
Okay.
So yeah, so if I'm putting that into perspective and wanting to do the video in all over Africa, it's gonna be quite expensive, and
but it is something
we don't have that kind of backing.
You'd like to do though.
Yeah, I would absolutely love to do that. I would absolutely love to do that. If I had an investor that said, you know, they want to do that, then let's go.
Make it happen. You never know who's watching, so you never know. You never know. All right, and we go on to one of the tracks on there. So Ada, popular Igbo name. Why Ada? Who is Ada to you?
I would say, okay, let me not get in trouble. I don't know who's watching this, but I'm gonna put it this way. Ada is, for people that don't know, Ada is the first girl in the Igbo family. She's titled Ada, and that's the meaning of it. First girl in the family. And I've been to the East, and I love the East. I love the culture about the East. So one thing about this project, I'm not just trying to bring out one side of Nigeria. I'm also trying to bring together every side. So it's an African and also Nigerian project. So it's always good to, you know, include the East. And you know, when you go to the East and you see that lovely girl fetching water from the stream, and you see how you like her, she's doing you all those kind of things. You know, but you need to go and get permission from her parents as well. So you know, before you do anything else, when you carry the cooler, not the palm wine, you know, it's that kind of vibe. And that's why I wanted to put that in there. And I have had an experience with Canada, but we'll keep that for later.
Oh, you don't want to share on this platform?
I don't want to get in trouble.
Okay,
I don't want to get in trouble.
Fine. Are you quite traditional then, in sense of you know, things being done the right way? Because you alluded to obviously getting the permission of parents. Would you say you're still quite traditional in our culture?
I very much am. Yes, I very much am. Like, I embrace the African culture, the Nigerian culture. What we believe in. My roots is very, very important to me, because that's who, you know, what defines who I am as a person. So I'm very, very much cultural. I cannot lie. I am.
Okay, we like to see that. I mean, there are a number of other tracks on the EP, and I feel like people, if you haven't already, it's your opportunity to go and stream it, buy it across social media platforms, Cloud9, Melanin,
yes, please,
A Mama, and Soke. In terms of, I wanted to get into just what we can expect from you next. What are you looking forward to over the next coming months?
Okay, there's well, for everybody watching, you know, I'm in London Nigerian boy, but in London. You understand? For now. So I've got a show coming up. So I'll be performing in the Afrobeats live
Nice.
on the 30th of August. So everybody that wants to see me perform live, definitely come on the show 30th of August. The ticket's gonna be out pretty soon on my Instagram page. Guys, please purchase the ticket. And I promised everybody that on that show, I will be performing a new song that nobody's heard anywhere. Nobody's gonna hear it until that show.
Exclusive.
So yeah, yes, that's an exclusive. And there's a lot of songs I'm working on. There's a lot of project and probably a new project as well in the coming year or probably late this year. We never know. I'm not going to give you too much away, but there's a lot coming this year. I can't lie. There's a lot.
Oh, well, we are looking forward to it. And the live show as well must be quite exciting to get back out there. Given
Yes.
It's been a year of non-performing and things like that. So definitely looking forward to that. If people want to buy tickets and get in contact with you, where can we find you across social media?
Yes, you can find me on Instagram, Lipsy Baby of Africa. So of Africa, it's just very simple. Lipsy, Lipsy, baby. I don't have to teach you how to spell baby now, do I? You know, baby, hello, baby. So yeah, just type in Lipsy Baby. Just Lipsy Baby is even enough for you to see my profile, or you just type in the full name, Lipsy Baby of Africa. On Twitter is Lipsy Baby OFA. Which is still the same of Africa. Snapchat, Lipsy Baby. YouTube is Lipsy Baby Vivo. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And I'm going to be putting the tickets up soon enough on my Instagram as well. So everybody, please do connect and yeah, let's vibe.
I see you're quite heavy on the Africa side of things and not just representing Nigeria. So if you were to do like collabs and stuff, is there anywhere in particular? You've mentioned Ghana for potential video shoot, but is there any parts of Africa you'd like to explore their musical range and style?
Oh, I'm going to South Africa.
Okay.
I say nobody on this earth can stop me from going to South Africa.
Okay.
Like you, we're going to South Africa.
SA is a potential, yeah?
But massive potential. Massive potential. And I want to do some stuff with some Ghanaian artists as well. And, you know, some Ugandan as well, East African, they've got good sound out there. It's just plugging, making sure, you know, the connections, networking, and it's all going to come into place with time. But South Africa, we're coming.
Okay, you are coming to SA. Well, we are obviously anticipating the release of the latest video. But before we do that, we do have a clip for when you performed at the Heckspace Studios. That was earlier this year.
Yes.
If you would like to just introduce that, thank you so much for coming on. If you'd like to introduce the clip to the audience and any other words.
Yes, guys. Now you're going to watch my clip of me performing on Heckspace Live. It's an amazing clip. And right now you're going to watch it on the magazine show. And guys, thank you very much for having me on the show. I really appreciate it. It's massive love here. It's always good to see you guys supporting we creatives and we pushing, doing our bit, and you guys are doing your bit to, you know, get us out there. We appreciate and we love you. Every single one of you watching, it's all love from here. Respect. Shout out, guys. Lipsy Baby of Africa. We're for now. Let's go.
Thank you very much, Shady Blue. And now we have Lipsy Baby, who is an Afro-pop artist from Nigeria based here in London.
We don't see him on the program though. Buddy, it's your boy Lipsy Baby of Africa in the building. You already know. Shout out to Heckspace for having me. Shout out to every single one of you watching. I'm a Nigerian Afro-pop artist. I'm on Nigeria in the building. You already know. So tonight, we've got a mad lineup for you guys. So sit back, relax, and make sure you enjoy this show. Because we're about to rock. So first track today, we got Yeah, Yeah, Yeah. So this track was inspired by my personal upbringing in Nigeria. You know how it be with it also everywhere. So let's go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I'm going to need help from every single one of you in the house, every single one of you watching. So when I say, yeah, oh, yeah, oh, yeah, oh, yeah, oh, yeah, oh, sing along with me and say, Yeah. Let's go. Be from where now? The magic on the beat. Lipsy baby.
Make I yarn you a story. Say this life that we're living is a journey. Back then, they no call me. Nowadays, when you see me, money falling. Street life with the hustle. When I look back, I know it wasn't for me. Now I'm skidding in a Bentley. Cause I know that I need to marry show. Oh, wait. When I talk, it's more way. Cause you see me popping rose. I be looking flashy, no way. But okay. Oh, wait. I be spending money my way. Now I'm living life the right way. Cause I know I got it, yo, the true way. Yeah, oh, yeah, oh. Yeah, oh, yeah, oh, yeah, oh. Yeah. Yeah, oh, yeah, oh. Yeah, oh, yeah, oh, yeah, oh. Yeah. Yeah, oh, yeah, oh. Yeah, oh, yeah, oh, yeah, oh. Yeah. Yeah, oh, yeah, oh. Yeah, oh, yeah, oh, yeah, oh. Yeah. Dance for the night when they see me, I be sipping on some more way. Oluwa let's bring the jar, yeah, oh, big girl. Mama, bring that body close, baby girl. You be looking like my eye, yeah. Oluwa, baby, make you hold it to your low waist, yeah. Mama, tell me, baby, don't wait. You gotta live your life your own way. So I'm steady on the highway, on that chase. Do for me, come to me. Anytime I see you, what I do, mommy. Shake it to the left, kill on chasing me. Feel it in your soul, you can come to me. Oh, wait, I did make my people charge, yeah. When I turn up, it's a party. Cause we popping on the move, and rose, move, way. You be looking like my honey. See you find you be like mommy. This your body make me giant, I prostrate. Yeah, oh.
Hey, peoples, and welcome back to the magazine show. And that was, of course, Lipsy Baby. So make sure you guys do the right thing, support, go onto the Instagram handle and follow. Yeah, give him a follow. He's working on some amazing stuff this year as well. And especially, obviously, the show that's coming up in August. If you guys, obviously, we hopefully should actually be able to be out and about by that time anyway. So it'll be a good excuse to kind of get yourselves out there and, yeah, catch up with what he's doing. I thought I'd give you a live interview this week as well. So before we get into Niniola, to complete the trio of guests, we do have our second guest in the house. We want to welcome Joshua Adare. Hey. How you doing?
I'm doing great, and you?
Good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you so much for joining us on this week's The Magazine Show. Are you joining us from Nigeria?
Yeah, live from Nigeria, Lagos.
Live from Nigeria, LA, Lagos?
Yeah?
Is LA Lagos or any other? Where in Nigeria?
Lagos.
Okay, fantastic. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Just to introduce you, obviously, talented singer, songwriter. My understanding is you've actually come from a musical background anyway, or a musical family. Is that correct?
Yeah, I have a brother who's a singer, a musician.
Oh, nice. So, did he get into the game? Same genre of music?
Yeah, same genre of music.
Ooh. So, when in doing so, would you say that was what I guess sparked your love for music, or was it just something that you naturally kind of had a passion for?
No, and it's something I've had passion for since I was little. But at some point, at the early stages, I didn't want to become a musician. I was just like doing it for fun, writing verses. Because then I used to rap. I used to write rap verses. So I was doing it for fun. But at some point, I wanted more from it. So
when you say you wanted more from it, what at the point that you were just kind of like writing for fun, what were you doing with the tracks that you were writing? Were you giving those to other people, or you just had them?
No, I was just writing those verses, rapping and singing them for my my classmates and close friends, just to impress them and just to let them know, okay, I can do this and I can do that.
Okay, love it. And even part of your journey as well. So you've actually been on stage as part of the collaboration concerts, 2019, I believe.
Yeah, 2019.
Fela tends to play a big part in a lot of artists' journeys today. They often speak about him as their influence as well. So how did it feel being able to perform on stage as part of the celebration of such an iconic individual?
It was really big. It was really massive for me, considering the fact that at that stage I wasn't even popular to some extent, but it was like grace. It was all grace for me. And celebration is like one of the biggest musical concerts in Africa and in Nigeria, and not every artist in Nigeria can boast that, oh, I've been on the celebration stage before. So it was something very big for me.
Sorry, cut out just a second. Sorry, what was the last bit you said?
Sorry?
The last thing you said.
Yeah, I said not every musician in Nigeria or Africa as a whole can boast that they've climbed on the stage or the collaboration stage.
True.
So it's something very, very big for me.
Exactly, amazing. And the thing is, we've actually had a couple of artists that have been that also performed at collaboration as well on the show. So it's actually amazing the fact that we're able to like listen to your stories and how you actually came about. How did that opportunity come for you?
Okay, I think that was my big shout out to Sean Efosa, Longitude. So he called me and was like, how would you like performing at the collaboration? I was like, guy, are you seriously asking me this? Yes, I would love to. So and I got the opportunity. I performed. The reception was really great, and it was really nice.
Oh, amazing. Yes, big shout out to Sean as well. I mean, it must help obviously to have amazing management behind you as well as being able to kind of, do your thing as an artist individually. But when you've got a good team, you're bound to do well. So if we speak about some of your songs, your debut single, Your Hand, which received actually a massive airplay. And then you gave us Differently and Load My Account. In terms of Load My Account, we often see songs and tracks about money. If your account, this is a question about integrity. Let's see, it's a bit of a get to know you. If somebody owes you money, right? And they're delaying in paying you back, and they're going to delay and pay you back. And one day they accidentally transfer a large sum of amount into your bank account. Do you A, transfer back the full amount? B, transfer back the amount minus what they owe you, or C, keep it and say nothing?
I don't know. I feel that would depend on my relationship with the person before he became a debtor or she became a debtor. So if it's someone I'm really like close to, I would why not? I would send the money back. But if it's someone I'm not, I think I'm sounding kind of biased. But I don't know. But since it's a mistake, I would send the money back.
The full amount?
It also depends on my own pocket at that particular time.
Because essentially they still owe you cash, Mullah. But no, you sound like a very honest guy. That's good. I'm proud of you. Well done. So we're going to be watching the video for Special, I believe, today. Number of airplays across YouTube already. Was there anybody in particular Special was about when you created the song?
No, it wasn't for anyone in particular. It was just, I think it was just me thinking about relationships. And in relationships, sometimes there's this someone in some relationships that feels like, oh, I feel this person is too good for me, or I'm not on the same level with this person, and it's just a matter of time before this person finds someone on his or her level. So thinking about stuff like that, that was how I got the inspiration for the song. And with the first line saying, don't ever think that I'm too good for you, trying to like encourage people like that in that kind of situation.
Okay, I like that. I hear that. And in the music video itself, did you play a part in sort of the direction of the video, the creativity that was involved in making it?
Yeah, I had my contributions and says about the whole concept, but it was the idea was mainly brought by director Tag. Yeah.
Okay. And just before we go into the video, obviously we've seen in terms of like some of your inspiration in the industry. So there's you're a hip hop fan, and obviously a lover of old school classics as well. In terms of, you've got people like Jimmy Cliff, Brimo, Peruzzi, J. Cole, quite a variation of artists. In terms of their sound and their music, how would you like to say that? How do you incorporate the different sounds? Because you've got a range of artists there into sort of like the music that you produce. Do you have like a set sound that you would like to stay to, or are you pretty open in terms of exploring different genres as well as, I guess, sounds, not necessarily genres, but I guess different sounds? Or would you rather be known for one kind of sound?
I don't think, firstly, I don't think I would want to be known for a particular kind of sound, because what I'm doing is music. It's music in general. So I might do this today and that's tomorrow. But at the end of the day, it's not about doing Afrobeat, rap, hip hop, or whatever. It's about doing it well and doing it right. So I'm most concerned about how well I'm doing what I'm doing, and not about about the numbers of genre or sounds I'm into.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Gives you room to grow as well and switch it up on maybe new fans as well. Some people that maybe used to one way of hearing you and stuff like that. So it's a good answer. In terms of the rest of 2020, before we get into special, is there anything very soon or anything in particular that you look forward to in the next coming months, or is there anything as fans that we can look forward to coming from you?
Okay, definitely more music. Single, then I have an EP coming up later this year.
Or sorry, would that be just in Nigeria for now?
Sorry, the team was kind of on mute.
Oh, sorry, is that just going to be in Nigeria for now?
Yeah, Nigeria for now.
Okay, fine. Across social media, you have a presence. So where can our fans and listeners and viewers find you?
Okay, on Instagram, Joshua_Adere, Adere, that's Adere. On Facebook, Joshua Adere. On Twitter, Adere Joshua. Then Snapchat, Joshua Adere.
Good. Across all the platforms. Are you a TikTok or a Triller kind of person?
I'm not on a normal. I'm a shy person. I'm not really like a TikTok and Triller kind of person. But I have Triller and TikTok accounts. Sorry, I forgot.
Okay.
Joshua Adere on TikTok and Adere Joshua on Triller.
You're shy. It's quite interesting when artists say that they're shy people, especially being in the industry. But you know what? I'll give you that. We are going to be playing out to your video. First, again, let's shout out and thank you to Sean from Longitude Promotions. So we're going to be playing out to your music video, your latest video. If you would like to introduce it to the viewers, please.
Okay, this is you're about to watch the visuals to my song, Special, directed by Director Tag. It's a nice video, lovely concept, and I'm sure you're going to like it.
Don't ever think that I'm too good for you. I am a lucky man, girl, you don't have a clue. For you, my heart, they beat black and blue. If I go die for
Hey, 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 people. You are, of course, tuned into the magazine show. It's your girl, Cindy Temi, and we have had a number of guests. So we have had Nipsey Baby in the house. We've just finished off with Joshua Adere, and we are going to leave with the queen of Afro House, Nini Ola, who has also been welcomed as one of the latest. So basically, class academy recording academy class of 2021 for the Grammys. So she joins a number of music professionals from a range of backgrounds and genres, and who've basically received the invitation to be on the panel, giving their opinion. So basically, this is good for us and it's big for us, because obviously the more we are in those higher places, the more our music gets recognized, especially things like the Grammys, BET Awards. So this is just another amazing accolade to add to her plate. And obviously she's been killing it in the game. You know, she's released her latest EP, and on that track we had the video for Ride, which we'll be showing on the magazine show right after the interview. So guys, it was absolutely an absolute pleasure to actually get Nini on the show, because I had been trying for a number of months, and what better time than to do it around the release of her latest video, Ride. So we caught up with Nini Ola earlier this week. So this is the interview with Cindy Temi on the magazine show with Nini Ola. We have an exclusive interview that we have mentioned that I have been wanting to pattern for a very long time, but you know what? Good things cannot be rushed, you know, and we are going to be bringing you a very exclusive interview today with the one, the only Nini Ola. Hey!
Hey!
You're looking very gorgeous. How are you?
Hey!
Oh.
Hey!
If I knew we were going to be doing vocals, I would have practiced, but I've got a cold at the moment, so I'm not going to embarrass my ancestors.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you? Welcome to the magazine show. You're
very fine, thank you. Thank you for having me on the show.
Thank you, thank you. And I know you're very, very busy, and we're going to be talking about the reasons as to why. First and foremost, for those who do not know, I do not know why you may not know who I'm speaking to. Queen of Afro House, and most importantly, actually, what I'm very, very excited to speak about is your latest EP, Sixth Heaven, because we've taken it back to the R&B side of things, obviously with a slight sway off the Afro House. And I actually wanted to find out your direction for that. But before I do so, I want to first of all talk about your hair, because every time I see you, now I have to give you accolades, because I'm actually in the hair industry, but you rock every style that I'm thinking, okay, that's another one I can do. Just before we get into music, do you actually style your own hair yourself, or do your own hair yourself?
Okay, I started doing my hair myself when I got into the industry, slightly before I started, but really I started when I got into the industry, because I didn't have enough funds to hire a hairstylist. Yeah, or to, you know, so I went on YouTube. I learned how to make wigs, you know, and style hair. So I make my wigs myself, and it's just fun styling, you know, bleaching the hair, coloring the hair, and all that. So yeah, I do my hair myself. Yeah.
Does that mean potentially we could see like a Nini Ola hairline to come, or maybe in the future?
Oh yeah, let's see how it goes, you know.
Okay,
I'll make sure that, you know, quality is always served.
Definitely, definitely. So, okay, Sixth Heaven. So initially, when I first heard about Sixth Heaven, I think I must have been in one of like DJ Obi's lives, listening into something, and I could. Yep. So that's
you were there.
I was there, and I have been there actually. I've been there even in the Afro House times. But for me, R&B, old school R&B, has a special place in my heart. I believe like music isn't made the way it is back in the day. However, so with Sixth Heaven, you gave us a 5-track EP, and to be honest, like it took me personally on a journey. My favorite track on there is Promise. I don't know whether it reminds me of a breakup, because obviously the lyrics they sing true to how I feel the person should be feeling, to be honest. However, we start with obviously entitled Sixth Heaven. Now, I don't know if there's any well, I'm going to ask you actually in terms of Sixth Heaven, is there any particular reason why you've titled it Sixth Heaven?
Okay, so R&B, I love R&B. Prior to all the dance music that I started doing, I was doing only ballads. I was doing just R&B music. I was just singing. But after hopping from one show to the other, the very last show that I went for Project Fame, I came third runner-up, got my prize money, and I had to go into the business. And I said, okay, you know what? I want to sing and dance. So that R&B part is still being with me all through the years. While I was dropping my dance music, I was still dropping R&B songs. So I have a mixed audience. I have the R&B audience and I have the turn-up audience. The turn-up audience, they're always hungry. You know. Yeah. And so last year I dropped my album, my second album, Colors and Sounds, a mix of sounds. Of course, Afro House, my genre of music was represented. You know, the collaborations fire with legends on there. I'm talking about Femi Kuti, I'm talking about Timbaland, producers and all of that. So this year I said, you know what? Let me give my R&B fans something. And I've always wanted to do, you know, body of work, an R&B body of work. And I'm like, you know what? I'm doing it now. So I have, you know, if you want to listen to dance music, I have something for you. So here's for the soul, the R&B soul, and I just sang, and it was fun, you know, doing that in the studio.
I guess even the vocal range that you give us in terms of so you're either ways you're stretching your limits in terms of when you're dancing and singing. There's a level that you have to go to in order to be able to hold a note whilst dancing. It's not easy, and you wear heels on stage. I've seen you perform in London as well. So like, even to go back to the roots in terms of like the ballads, was there like any sort of, did you have to do like any extensive training? Obviously you've got the voice as well, but having been doing sort of like the Afro House, did you have to kind of prepare yourself any more, any differently for the new project, for the EP?
No. Once it's there, it's there. You know, it's God-given. And the thing about it, if you're a singer, it's always going to be there. Especially if you have that gift from God and you've worked on your talent. The thing is, for dance music, I always dumb it down, because for dance music is all about the vibe, not so vocal dexterity. So dance music is not as easy as people think. That's why a lot of people can't do dance music. So if I wanted to get into my head and be like, I want to show off, you know, all the time, nobody's gonna dance to my music. You know, so you need to know, as an artist, you need to know the difference between making dance music and then making R&B music for listening pleasure and for dance. So when it came to the R&B, I just let go on, like, you know, hold them back when it comes to the dance tracks. So it was very easy for me, very, very easy. I was just at home, just belting the notes, and I'm like, yeah.
Transition work for you. Where do you sing the loudest? In the bathroom, in the bedroom, in the kitchen, in the car?
I think it'll be in the bathroom.
In the bathroom?
Yeah.
Is that...
when I'm listening to old school music, and I'm like, yeah, and you know, those songs bring back memories, and I'm singing like, yeah.
I love it. You're free, essentially.
I'm telling you.
I heard, and you can tell me if I'm right, if it's one of those phases, a myth. Is it when you sing in the bathroom, does the steam help with the vocal cords? Is this true or false?
Yeah, Mom.
You either got it or... So that's false, right? Okay. I'm going to stop singing in the bathroom then.
No. You just have to keep practicing.
Okay.
And be truthful to yourself.
And be truthful.
Listen to old school music if you want to, you know, learn how to sing well.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So we've heard it, guys. Exclusive. Ninolia's favorite place to sing. I love that. And where that? Say that again.
It's the first time I'm hearing that. It's ridiculous.
I don't know who told. Maybe somebody was trying to make me feel better. I don't know. But I've definitely heard it before. That's just my
for making me laugh.
You know, we have to take a different spin on it. So back to the EP, and I am doing, because I'm like an R&B head. We've got the one, Sixth Heaven, Promise, Baby, and Ride. And obviously we've released the video for Ride, which we're going to be playing on the magazine show today. If we just go through the tracks, I mean, quite a short EP anyway, so it's easy to kind of run through them. So for the one and Sixth Heaven, so I initially asked about, in terms of Sixth Heaven,
Okay.
Random question. If you were to have a hotel room, right? And I know the vibe I get from listening to this EP, but let's say you had a floor which took you to the 7th floor, so essentially the 7th heaven. What would you upgrade in terms of what we get from 6th heaven on that floor? What would the experience be for a guest? And we're talking about in terms of, so what we get from your album and what we get from the track 6th Heaven, if you were going to take it up one notch and then create a floor in a hotel room of your choice, what experience would your guests be in, or would they get with the experience?
Oh, crazy. It's going to be crazy. I mean, it'll be indescribable.
Okay, yes, I like
That's
it.
how I'm going to put it. I'm not saying anything more than that.
Because you say in the lyrics, you know, let me take you 6
It's going to be really naughty.
No, okay, because you've taken it nice
wild.
and slow. Okay, that's okay. Say no more. I'll say no more.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. In terms of Promise, actually, because one of my favorites on the track, was it written for a period of time in your life, or was it kind of when you write songs like Promise, are you basing it off experience, or what was your kind of thought process behind that?
Okay, so first of all, I love heartbreak songs.
Yeah, why do we? It's like some people cannot even be going through a heartbreak, but it's nice to listen to. Okay.
Because it's just that outpour of emotion.
Yeah.
It always comes from deep inside. That pain, like, oh my God, this person did me bad.
Yeah.
You know, so it's always pure and undiluted. And of course, I've gone through, you know, a heartbreak or two, and other people have. So yeah. So I just, you know, mixed my experiences with that of others and just made it into a beautiful song. And what's a R&B EP without a heartbreak song, you know?
I hear that. So it's not necessarily, it doesn't have to always relate specifically to a heartbreak, but it's the idea of heartbreak. And
exactly.
Sorry, what we women go through. And in terms of Ride, so you've actually dropped the video for Ride. Very, very, was it filmed in SA or was it filmed in Nigeria?
No, in South Africa.
It was filmed in SA. Okay.
Yes, it was. And it was fun. I had fun shooting the video. It was shot by Chesson.
Yep. Even the behind the scenes that you're giving us on the gram, the socials as well, it shows it. Even there was one particular guy that caught my attention, just saying, we can talk about that off air, but in terms of like the creative direction for Ride, what did you want us to see when we saw the visuals for that?
Okay, so the song Ride is just about, you know, ride or die, Bonnie and Clyde kind of situation. I love you so much, thank you, just an appreciation song. And because of the song, the title Ride, so I just wanted to, you know, be in an actual ride,
you
know, with the guy. And I just wanted something beautiful, so that when you watch it, you're in that world of, you know, the girl and her love interests. So that's how the story started, with me singing in sort of like a deserty location. And then I see this guy stranded, I pick him up, and then we go to a garage and just, you know, have fun there. So it's a fun video. It's about love. It's about sharing love. It's about being in love. So yeah, that's the idea.
So there was a meme that circulated at one point, and it says, why does it have to be ride or die? Why do I have to die? Can we not just ride somewhere? And I thought that made me really laugh. So my question to you is, are you a ride or die chick?
The die is not literal.
No, of course, yeah. But it almost symbolizes what, you know, when you speak about like ride or die, it's usually the ride is all the good times. The
you know how people use this expression, like when you're playing and, you know, having fun, you're like, oh, I'm dead.
Yes.
Doesn't mean you want to die.
It's true.
So it means that the ride or die means that I'm going to do anything for you. Doesn't mean I'm going to die for you. Never. Because if I die for you, you gotta carry another girl. So
exactly. That's the wise to the words, ladies. A wise to the word. A word to the wise. So are you a ride or die chick? For the right person.
Girl. Yeah, I'm just a very correct person. I'm a good girl. Yeah.
Okay.
Ride or die. I am.
You're ride or die. Okay. I like
Yeah.
it. Vibe. Exclusive. Are there any tracks that didn't quite make the EP?
Yeah, some.
Okay.
Just a few.
Okay.
Just a few.
Yeah.
But I just wanted it to be a 5-track EP. I wanted all the songs to be different.
Yeah.
You know, and it happened, and I'm excited. And a lot of people are seeing a side of Nini that they didn't know was there. And some who knew was, they were like, yeah, thank you for giving us. So it's something I'm gonna be doing, because I grew up listening to different genre of music.
Yeah.
And so how did I learn how to sing? I started mimicking the voices I was hearing from these records. And that's how I learned how to sing. And I listened to country music, African music. I listened to the Beatles, Dolly Parton, Anita Baker, and all of them. So when I sing country music, I try to sound as country as I can be. When I'm singing African music, I try to be as original as I can be. And so the different genre of music I'm still going to explore. And there's a lot, you know, people still haven't heard from Niniola. Yeah. Okay,
we're definitely exciting. Favorite Dolly Parton track?
So many. Hey, so many.
What do I think? Mine is DIVORCE.
Which one? Okay. Okay. Choose one. Jolene or Cotton Colors.
Jolene. Yeah, Jolene.
Yeah.
And you know what? The influence has been like, you know, your parents like would listen to music in the house, and it's just like that's where I get my thinking from. So I can imagine, obviously, and it makes you more of a well-rounded artist as well. It puts you in a place where you're able to kind of explore different genres and touch on things.
Of course. That's the beauty of music.
I love it.
That's the beauty.
Do you know what? I love it. And before I let you go, and obviously we're going to watch the video for Ride, I want to speak on. Let's talk about the moment that I kind of saw when Timbaland was vibing to your track on Instagram. Where were you when you kind of saw the notification for that?
Okay, so I was in the car.
Oh,
I was on the way. Yes. I was on the way to a TV station for an interview, and someone sent my manager a message saying, Timbaland just commented on your last page. And when he told me, I was like, I ran to my page. I'm like, what's going on? And I saw the comment saying, I love your new single. Trust me, sharp girl. I went to my DM straight and I sent him a message. I'm like, oh my goodness, legend, I can't believe it. Blah, blah, blah. He responded. I died. I woke up again. You know, and I asked because I wanted to know what song he was feeling. And he said Designer. I just dropped the song Designer at the time, and he loved the song. And he told me he listened to my album. That was my first album, This Is Me. And he was just like, you know, praising me. And I'm like, me, this tiny little girl from Lagos State, you know, from Ekiti, living in Lagos State. And I asked if he could walk right away. And I was like, sure. And, you know, the rest is history.
The rest is history. And you do spend some time in SA as well. What vibe do you get from being like SA, obviously Queen of Afro House? Is it just different there? Like, obviously we see it now. We see the Amapiano, we see the SA House vibes. But is it, I've never been to SA, so what would I expect if I go there? And like when
people in SA are very warm, they're very nice, they're very sweet, and they love to dance. Like, it's like they learn how to dance from the womb, and they're moving, and they're like, you know, it's just fun. They just want to have fun. They just want to dance. They love house music. They also love different genre of music. Everyone thinks that it's just house music, but you know, other genres shine there as well.
And how oh, sorry, go on. Okay.
Yeah, okay. You were going to say?
No, I was going to say, how receptive have they been kind of you kind of being in that genre of music? Because so I mean, I see the timelines, and sometimes, you know, with like Amapiano and stuff, and then there are other people like trying to create the similar sound, and they've been quite protective of the Amapiano sound as well, in terms of what it actually means to them and what the beats are meant to, what the sounds are meant to. How have you kind of found that experience of like being in the SA?
Okay, so you know, a lot of people don't understand genres and subgenres and all of that. People just want to listen to good music. So my genre of music is Afro House. And so when people come now and be like, oh my goodness, Niniola has been doing Amapiano since. No, Piano is house music.
Mm-hmm.
It's under EDM. Under EDM, you have techno, you have house music. And so the beauty of doing EDM music is there are different subgenres.
Mm-hmm.
So you can move, you can do deep house today and do something else tomorrow.
Okay.
But it's still a sound, it's still that vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So if tomorrow something else comes up, I can infuse it and it's still house music. I can infuse it with my Niger sound and it goes well. So about people doing it or not doing it, for me is if you do it well,
mm-hmm.
no one cares about classification. Everybody just wants good music.
Okay. I hear that. No, that's the vibe. I get that. And in terms of so you speak Yoruba in your tracks as well.
I do.
I read somewhere that you use it to mask some like naughtiness or a naughty side to you. Is that true or false?
Okay, so let me say Yoruba. I'm a Yoruba girl and I'm very comfortable in my skin. And the Yoruba language is very melodious, like super melodious. So when I'm creating music, so many melodies to play with, and that really helps me. And that's what makes my sound very distinct. Yeah, because English language is very bland.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Here, too. Unlike Yoruba, wasibi.
Yeah.
It's melodious, and also I can get away with saying anything that I want.
It's true. Until people like me that has a partial, so I have even half Yoruba, but I have a partial understanding of Yoruba. And then when I ask my mom, oh, what does this mean? You just have to give us a little bit of a trigger warning, whether or not it's something that we need to be asking.
And it's just fun. Like,
mm-hmm.
You don't know what you're going to expect from me. I'm saying something and then it tickled you like, oh, she said this. Oh my God. So it's just part of the music and the fun and the vibe.
Okay, I hear that. I mean, Yoruba is quite a sweet language, and Hausa, I love Hausa. I think Hausa speakers, so it's quite nice as well.
It's but I'll learn.
We'll learn Sanu
eventually. Who doesn't know Sanu?
I know, so you can speak it.
Sanu Detuwa.
Yeah, that's all I know. I just know Sanu, please. Fantastic. Do you know what? We're going to look forward to watching a Ride video. In terms of what's coming up in the future, a little bit of a pretentious question, but what are you working on? Like, what are we expecting to see? Summertime. I say summertime from a London angle, summertime. But what in the next few months can we expect to see from you? What's popping?
Oh, so I'm always working. Anytime a project drops, a single or a body of work, doesn't mean I've stopped working. It just means that that's what I've put out. So I'm still working in the studio. Of course, you're still going to dance, you're still going to move, so stay close and you get all the juice.
Ooh, and where can people stay close? Where can we find you across social media?
Oh, my handle is official Niniola across board. That's on Twitter, on Instagram, TikTok, Triller. My website is www.officialniniola. So stay close.
Oh, fantastic. So I did speak. So the last time I saw you in London or in concert was June. I just went into it 2018. To the point where I had to DM, I was like, you were actually amazing. And it was a really great performance. And I definitely look forward to whether I have to come to Nigeria or even maybe SA, an excuse to travel. Hopefully we do see you in the UK at some point when we open borders.
Yes, when you open. How's it going?
It's the dates, but it's okay. What Boris does not know cannot harm us. So like, maybe if they close the borders,
it'll be over soon, very soon.
It will be, and that's obviously one
normalizing.
We just have to kind of like, it's a small price to pay for hopefully a bigger reward in the end. So
exactly.
We hope you'll continue to stay safe, and we look forward to seeing you in the future. If you would like to introduce the video for Ride.
We'll be riding it out for life, riding in my way. In the day away. Ride video by Niniola.
Getting you to find me, Romeo, no fit do one for Juliet. our love was forbidden. Help me wash my panty, baby boy, and I go light your cigarette. We've been through it all. I made it your duty. You gave me money when I was down and needy. My hospital bills, yeah, taking care of this beauty. We'll be riding it out for a night, night. Riding it with me, night, night. Riding it out for a night, night. Riding it with me, night. We'll be riding it out for a night, night. Riding it out for a night, night. Riding it out for a night, night. Riding it out. Better with you, forever cool. You are my daily dose. That's on me. They cannot put us under. Even Charlie want no get the power. He's killing me with the things that he tells me every time that he wants to see me. He wants to sit down me. I'm the only one in this world to make a better way.
Hey people, I hope you enjoyed this week's magazine show. That was, of course, Niniola, Queen of Afro House, speaking on her latest EP, Six Heaven, and we saw the video for Ride just now. I did mention during the interview that I was interested in knowing who the main lead in her video was, but that was meant to be discussed off air. Nini, I'm still coming for the answer for that. Guys, thank you so much for joining us on another week's show on the magazine show. Thank you to our amazing guests. We had Lipsy Baby, we had Joshua Adare, and we had, of course, Niniola. Next week, we'll be back again with a number of guests in the house. Stay tuned across our social media platforms, where you can find the list of all our amazing guests to come up on the show. You can also see the link for our previous shows as well. And if you haven't already, please can you like, share, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And of course, you can make sure you go on our Instagram page. You can find the handles there, perfectly timed. And you can go on our YouTube page as well to catch up with our previous guests. We've had some amazing guests on the show. And I actually celebrated 3 years of being on the magazine show. What an amazing experience it has been. And my very first guest was Mavin Grandpa, and obviously we've announced the details of his webinar coming up tomorrow, so you can check out Aman live on Instagram, their YouTube page as well, so for their details. But yeah, 3 years in the industry on the magazine show, and it's opened a number of doors, and I'm forever grateful as well to the team, production as well, that worked behind the scenes, and of course Femi. And once again, guys, Femi will remain in our prayers this week. Obviously he lost his father earlier this week, so we are sending our condolences from the magazine show and Ben Television as well. Guys, next week we do have Nia in the house, so make sure you guys stay tuned. Let us know if you'd like to also be a guest on the show as well. You've got our email address, and any new music videos that you'd like to premiere on the magazine show, we can definitely do that for you. I have been your girl, Cindy Temi. If you aren't already following me on Instagram, you can find me at Cindy Temi. If you're into food, at Taste with Temi. And if you are into hair, I have got an amazing pop-up happening in Dartford till the end of July. So make sure if you're about in the area, if you're Kent-based, it's a hair shop, it's a hair space. We have wigs that you can try on in store. We have styling that take place during the day. So we're here Mondays to Saturdays. So yeah, guys, we're welcoming you down. But for now, I'm going to leave you in the hands of Luna. She's got a new single featuring techno, I want to say, if it's not, but anyway, guys, we'll see you next week on the magazine show. It's your girl, Cindy Temi.
criminal, but your heart is in denial. Sending me subliminal, I'm intentional. I'm an animal, get you feeling. So I they go, they go. And they want to know if they pity the wango, the parties, the Sancho, the man con tu bando, in that gele, hey.
To do